Part 2 of 3.2 liter swapping my Mark IV GTI. So for starters, I had to completely strip down this engine because I'm going to have to throw in my 2.8 liter accessory bracket. That includes the alternator, the belt tensioner, the AC compressor, power steering, crank pulley, everything. Next, we'll come to this side and we'll get rid of the torque converter because we don't drive automatics around here. And we will be slapping in my flywheel, my clutch, and my transmission on that engine. I'll also be reusing the same thermostat housing. I'll be using the same oil cooler. So let's go ahead and strip this engine down to swap those parts over. Now I hope these headers come off smooth because like I was telling you guys, I was scared to struggle over there, but they came out really smooth. So wish me luck on these two. I honestly believe you guys did wish me luck last time because it went pretty smooth. So that took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take. Look at all the parts that I got off right there, guys. And my hands got so oily. I was hoping no oil fell out, but it did. So let me show you guys how bare this thing is. As you guys see, there's no accessory bracket, no alternator, no crank pulley, no water pump pulley. There's nothing there. And over here, you can't see the thermostat housing anymore. You can't see the oil cooler. And I got rid of the torque converter. The headers are gone and all the connections are gone. Now this is one step that I don't hear anybody talk about, which is the valve cover. You actually have to swap over this valve cover onto your 3.2 liter. Now I know that's a 2.8 liter engine, but it still fits perfectly fine. Let me show you guys proof. Here's the 3.2 liter one. And here's the 2.8 liter valve cover. As you see, it fits smooth. And yes, all the gaskets and holes align. Now it's crazy to look at it because everything matches up. Literally all the connections are exactly the same. And that's the cool part about this swap. You get to keep the same engine harness because if you're like me, you don't really like to mess with wires, cut them and all that. So I'm really happy I get to keep my stock engine harness. And I'm really happy I get to swap all these parts over here. Now I believe it's gonna be pretty easy because I'm gonna just be popping parts off of here and then putting them on here as I go. I'm just hoping I don't break anything in the process. Now let's take off this fuel row and hope that the gaskets are good. All right, let's pop these beautiful 3.2 liter VR6 injectors out. As you can see, they're nice and blue. So the fuel row is out, and if you look closely, every single gasket got stuck to the fuel row. So the injectors don't have gaskets, but I was already prepared for the occasion. Oh. Shout out to Euro Tuning for hooking it up. Now I feel like I've showed you guys this so many times now, but it's finally time. I'm just gonna pop these out and clean them up with some gas real quick. And I'll throw them back in with new gaskets. So we got the new gaskets in and the injectors are all cleaned up. Now it's ready to get slapped into the engine. And just a quick reminder, the reason that you need the R32 fuel row is because it has two holes. And I can't find the old one. I'm kind of high off brake cleaner right now. And the Touareg one only has one hole. And I also cleaned all these ports to make sure that the gaskets go in flush. So the new fuel row is in, and that feels good because before I was just taking out the engine, taking out the parts. And this is the first real install. Then tomorrow I'm going to install this valve cover with the new valve cover gasket. And that's where we're going to end off today's video, guys. It took a lot of work and a lot of time. If you guys are